but I don't want to. But here's the thing: I got to come to terms with the fact that I'm still a student in this, and I'm still learning. But I was really. It wasn't really Zach that bothered me. I'm sorry, Louis. I just want to, because Zach is funny. And I did say I would come on and do his fucking show because I would want to mingle with him. He works. Okay? So
that's also the reality is, because you made a statement there, and there is something about this. It's kind of an interesting point you made there. You said there's truth in when people are, whatever they're joking about on stage or on a podcast or whatever, there's truth to it.
And playing there is truth. Shakespeare, not me.
Now, I think that you're right. There's something about that. But Zach's not racist. Zach's a straight up like SJW, like liberal, feminist. Like if you were to talk to him about on real issues about whatever it is about race, sex, people get angry at Zach on my show because my fans are fucking. They don't really care about politics. And anytime we talk about politics, Zach will always lean toward the left. And they get annoyed with him because same thing with Mike Cannon, the other kid that was on the show as well. Because that's sort of like the way he thinks. So when you're like, oh, this kid's racist, and that's not the truth in what he's saying. Maybe there's something there. Maybe there's something about society and the way that white people are comfortable joking about black people or whatever else. But to say indefinitely that he's racist because he makes a joke like that.
I have to recant that, man, because, here's the thing. I was in the eye of my anger.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, at this point, everybody dead. I see red, everybody dead. I'm going to go mash the whole crew out. You know what I'm saying?
Like, and I get that. I appreciate you being honest like that.
I got to be honest because this is what this show is built off of. Honesty here. But another thing this show is built off of is not pushing hate in any way, form, or fashion.
Right.
Because...
Well, that was my thing. I was like, Jimmy... I was like, the angle here is like, oh, that Shannon and Zach are racist. It's like, well, what if real people that feel that? What if some fucking blogger bitch is like, oh, this black guy is saying that this white person is racist when that's just not even the truth of any of it, and you're not on their side. Those bitches would be against you and the shit you say. You know what I'm saying? So it's all this sort of like the online world. It just gets very mixed up, and that's why I called you. I was like, Jimmy, Shannon's not right. What are we doing here? Shannon?
And then immediately...
But then I found out she never fucked a black guy. I was like, Shannon might be a little racist.
No. Yo, her reputation is impeccable in the motherfucking industry, dog.
Yeah, she's dope, yeah.
Like, everybody that I called. So, for you motherfuckers that don't know that, missed the whole thing, because we have to address this, okay? Shannon, I knew nothing of her or about her until I went to the Real Ass Dude podcast, okay, at Gas Digital. And when we met, we hit it off. She's super dope. You know what I mean? Talk to me about one of her exes, so forth and so on, whatever. So I just felt when that shit happened, it was all the way left because I don't listen to the Real Ass Dude podcast, Lou. You're the real ass dude. Yeah. I know you. I don't need to listen.
But I pull the strings there. So and that's also what I said to you, which is like, you can't blame these guys for like, that's my type of humor. So if somebody makes a joke like that on my show, they know I'm sort of pushing people in that direction. And I push the boundaries and people say shit all the time on the show. Like, dude, I shouldn't have said that on your show. Fuck. Did I say something dumb that I'm going to get in trouble for? And I'm like, no, shut up. Most of the time people sit there, and Legion of Skanks, it's the same thing. And we're more extreme on that
now,
show.
See, when I go to Legions of Skank, I know it's no holds bars there, because I've been there before.
Of course.
And coming out of jail. See, people think that I'm homophobic. No, dog. It's a blatant disrespect to their community to tell someone outside of their community to suck your dick.
Well, you're ask a gay guy. They would love a straight guy to suck their dick.
No, but well, probably they would. You know what I'm saying?
I would love a lesbian. If I could get a dyke lesbian to come and suck my dick in front of her girlfriend, be like, look at this shit. This is how much she wanted my dick, you fucking...
But it's a derogatory statement to make to another man to say that. It's actually taking a jab.
You can't look. I grew up... it's weird because I grew up in poverty. I grew up and also white trash and in a more hood environment with Hispanic and black kids.
Yes.
And it's just the way we were raised. For me, I moved into a different world. In high school, I started playing in a band. You know what the fuck's up?
Yeah,
you went on fucking Warped Tour and on Taste of Chaos. You know how those motherfuckers joke.
I played crazy games like Gay Chicken and shit like that.
Yes,
I know. I get that culture. Yeah. I get that culture.
It's just a different thing. So it's the way, and I don't fault if I meet somebody that is from the hood. Typically, I don't fuck around and make those type of jokes because it's not going to go. Or I forget just the hood. Anybody like Michael Bisping, right? I do a podcast with him. He's former UFC middleweight champion. There's certain shit I'm just not going to say to him, and certain shit I'm not going to joke about with him because more than anything else, I'm doing a broadcast, and it's not going to get the best out of him. Pissing him off isn't going to get the best out of him. Pissing me off gets the best out of me. When people piss me off on a podcast and I'm in a bad mood or something, where it goes, it usually ends up being pretty funny, and it's just sort of we've learned how to use my temperament on these shows in a way. You have a similar thing where it's like when you're angry, it's fucking entertaining as fuck. But it can get crazy.
That too, you know? And but the whole thing is like in jail, that culture is unacceptable. In the hood, you know that culture is unacceptable. Yeah. It's foreign to us. But I've went outside of my comfort zone. You understand? We've talked about this. I've interacted with different cultures and where this is, this is open field and stuff like that. But then,
here's the thing, Jimmy. I know you. If there was a gay guy here right now, you'd chill and smoke a blunt with him. It wouldn't be.
But here's the thing. But
maybe
here's
I don't know the way you reacted. You're like,
no. Here's the no. It's a fact. Here's the thing. But
tell him not to hit the blunt. Like, get your own blunt. We can chill. But no, I don't know what you're.
At the end of the day, it's still a situation where, dude, I have a platform, and I'm not going to utilize my platform to disrespect anyone that it's already hard for them. Mm-hmm. You understand? In their community, in their movement. So I don't want to antagonize it in any way, form, or fashion if we're not bringing any light to make their situations just so we can coexist. You don't have to like what they're doing. But, dude, it's a humanity thing at this point. You got to respect it. And I just think it's disrespectful to take shots at someone when you're taking shots at a community.
I get what you're saying. You're saying, hey, you're below me. You'd suck a dick. That's what you're saying. Ultimately, so that's why it's disrespectful to them.
I don't really know what the fuck you just said. Because I'm not sucking no dicks.
You're not listening to me. No.
Oh.
I think
that's all I heard, nigga.
I think I extracted what you're saying. I think what you're saying is if I tell G Money to suck my dick, okay. And I'm a part of the alternative community. I would take offense to that because I'm saying you're below me. You suck my dick. You're below me.
Yes,
you're to this gay guy over here saying, "Oh, this is what somebody below me would do, which is suck my dick."
And I just think that it's unfair. Like it's too much hate that's being promoted in the world, dog. Like talking about wild shit. Like we could talk about wild shit all day, dog. Like I'm with that. But anything that we're doing to promote hate, I want to counter that because first and foremost, the image that's painted of me in the industry, okay, they would just think that I would be more for that.
Of course,
aspect.
People think that I'm homophobic and I'm hateful and I'm all this other shit. None of that's true. I just make dumb jokes. So what happens is sometimes those dumb jokes get you into trouble and it pisses your friends off. Sometimes it pisses people off that don't know you. You know what I'm saying? But my friend, I pick up the phone and I call my boy. You know what I'm saying? People online, there's no phone call, there's no relationship, there's no nothing. You know what I'm saying? So there's always that for me, I sort of ignore anything else. You know what I'm saying? And I also feel like even with like the gay jokes or whatever else, look, you got to take the shot. You know what I'm saying? It's that Patrice O'Neal concept, which is just fucking great.
Facts.
Every joke comes from the same place. And if it's a good joke, a bad joke, it all starts with an idea. And you go, oh, let me take this chance. Now, the jokes that I like, go to the line, go to the edge where they can fail or they should fail. It's a topic that make people fucking uncomfortable, and that's what gets me going. And when you take that chance, then you fail much harder than if you're fucking talking about going to a diner and I had a fucking turkey sandwich. If that fails, who gives a fuck? It doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying?
But I do also want you to understand. I don't want no one to be censored with their humor. I mean, if that's your humor, that's your thing.
Of course.
I'm just not going to participate in it
Right.
and bring any light to it because I know wherever situation I'm in, I bring a light to. You understand what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question. What was the thing that pissed you off about hearing us talk about? What was the thing that really got you? What was the moment?
Off the rip, when you asked for my picture and the motherfucker put the monkey, the Donkey Kong.
You thought it should have been Diddy Kong.
And then to find out it wasn't Shannon after I was lashing her on the internet for a whole fucking day.
Mike Harrington.
That bitch ass nigga, dog.
Yeah. He called you, right?
Yeah, he called me.
Are you still mad at him?
Listen.
I'll call him right now.
Yo, homie, listen. Shit. I feel I forgive him, but homie, I feel some kind of way that you left that woman out there, dog.
That's worse than the offense of making the dumb joke.
Yeah, to me, it's
like... step up and say, hey, it wasn't me. And the thing that I loved, and I said this on the show, on the Real Life podcast, the fact that Shannon didn't sell him out still.
That's so crazy.
That was some crazy shit. Where, because at first, hold on, I thought Mike is the person that pulls shit up. So when he did it, and I said to you, I don't even know if it registered with you when I said it. I was like, I don't think it was even Shannon that did that. Yeah. Or maybe you thought I was just trying to cover or whatever it was. I really thought, I was like, all right. And then when it got to the point where Shannon was defending herself on Twitter, I was like, oh shit, it was her that pulled it up. So I was like, all right, I didn't even bring that up again. Then after it's all said and done, after she spoke with you, she told me that it wasn't even her. And then I found out she never told you that. I was like, holy shit, Shannon. Shannon's ride or die. That's some fucking
some real nigga shit.
Right.
Any nigga that got her in his life,
that's some crazy
he's
shit.
Set.
Yeah.
He's set.
It's a microcosm, and it shows you the way that she thinks. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, bro. Now, this is where my issue comes with the Harrington character.
Yeah.
Because... Yo, dog.
For 2 days, you publicly fucking outwardly trashing her. He just thinks he's in the clear.
Yo, but homie, at the end of the day, yo, protect our women, B.
Yeah, I agree. Even if it wasn't you.
Women.
That's what Bobby Hutch said. Bobby, our other producer, was like, even if it wasn't me, I would have just said, oh, I did it. And I would have said, hey, just so you know.
Real nigga shit.
Yeah.
And for me to have the notion in my fucking head that she's the realest G in that motherfucking studio out of the rest of those niggas, that's problematic.
I agree.
That's problematic. But
now we need to tear her down.
To find out, yo, we can try to tear her down.
It's not gonna happen.
But her fucking the light and stature that she stands in the industry, dog, she's loved.
Yeah.
Shannon is the shit.
Shannon's the
because
shit.
She's got a big heart and it's
she's
real
honest.
Shit.
That's why. Shannon's honest. Shannon doesn't have the ability to lie, wouldn't lie. That's why she didn't know shit when she started working with us. She didn't really know much about production. She was doing it, but it wasn't, and she cried her first day working with us. She was so overwhelmed. So she came out and fucking really learned how to.
Just imagine how she must have felt personally to hear this shit going on.
Yeah.
On social media. Social media crazy, dog.
Well, she's also got a thin skin or a thick skin at this point because she works with us. These people are monsters. I'm a monster.
But still.
I torture Shannon every 3 days a week now.
But still, homie, she didn't really know me.